Listen to the hand that Mark Buehrle gets when he comes out of that dugout after what he's accomplished, not only his last start here, but setting the all-time record for batters retired consecutively in Minnesota when he reached 45 hitters retired. There's a look at Mark Buehrle, who is in search of win number 12. And the lineup he's going to be facing for the New York Yankees, who are tied in the loss column with the Red Sox, just a half a game ahead of them, is Jeter, Damon, and Teixeira. Then Rodriguez, Swisher, Cano, Cabrera, Jerry Hairston Jr., recently acquired in the 8th spot, and Molina behind the plate, hitting 9th. White Sox defense and how they'll line up behind Mark Buehrle. Quinton, Posednik, and Dye left to right, with Beckham, Nix, Getz, and Konerko in the infield. Ramon Castro behind the plate. He also was behind the plate when Buehrle threw the perfect game. And there's Mark Buehrle, ERA 3.45, on for the 22nd start. And it's a very lively day at the ballpark today. The umpires for the game today. Behind the plate, Greg Gibson. At first base, Ted Barrett. Second base, the crew chief, Tim McClellan. At third base, Andy Fletcher. And the Sox done throwing the baseball around. We're ready for baseball. And I'll turn it over to my play-by-play partner, Hawk Harrelson.
All right, Stone Pony, thank you very much. And once again, good afternoon, everyone. And welcome to White Sox baseball right here for WGN Sports. So happy you could join us for the finale of this 4-game set. Derek Jeter gets set to lead things off. Yankees come in at 62-42, 20 games over, a half game in front of the Red Sox. Yankees hitting at .276 as a club with a 4.48 ERA. And Buehrle set with the first pitch. The ball hit hard into center field, but right at Scotty Paz, 1 pitch, 1 out.
Surprising once again that Derek Jeter would swing at the first pitch, but that's been the MO against Mark Buehrle at least the last 3 times out. They realize he's going to try to get ahead early, and rather than concede strike one the same way that they used to with Greg Maddux, they go up there ready to swing.
You've got to get good pitchers early. You got to get them early in the count. You got to get them early in the game. You let them hit their rhythm, and you're in trouble. There's strike one to Johnny Damon, hitting at .278, 17 homers. He's driven in 58. That curveball looped out into short right field. Jermaine, yes! Beautiful catch by Dye.
Well, Jermaine came on. He was measuring that ball all the way, but when he realized that he couldn't get it, he went out with a last-second dive, laid out, and made the catch. Now, he thought he could get it just by running and then realized that it was drifting away from him, so he makes the great effort and keeps Damon off base. Quickly, 2 up and 2 down.
And here's Teixeira, hitting at .282, 26 homers and 77 driven in, takes first pitch strike.
He's been pretty impressive in this series from both sides of the plate.
Teixeira, 10 for 32 lifetime off Buehrle with a homer. As a matter of fact, in this lineup, and on the Yankee Ball Club, their 25-man roster, they only have hit 2 home runs off Mark Buehrle.
You told me that before the game, and it's somewhat startling to me because coming into this series, this lineup scored more runs than anybody in the American League.
The only other hitter that has the home run off Mark is Jose Molina. Jeter doesn't, Damon doesn't, Rodriguez doesn't. None of those guys.
Well, you would figure it to be Jose Molina. Although I don't know why. He does have 1 home run this year, though, so he is on his usual pace.
And that's popped up in the short right field. Gets going back. He's there over the shoulder, makes the catch. And that'll retire the side. 1-2-3 inning for Buehrle. What new? And after having a play, it's the Yankees nothing and the good guys coming to bat.
Going for their first 4-game sweep of the Yankees since 1964 in this ballpark. Lineup with Posednik, Beckham, and Dye. Then Tommy the DH with Konerko, Quinton, Getz, Nix, and Ramon Castro behind the plate hitting 9. The defense behind Sabathia left to right, Damon, Cabrera, and Swisher. In the infield, Hairston, Jeter, Cano, and Teixeira. Jose Molina behind the plate, and gigantic CC Sabathia on the hill. ERA 3.83 on for the 23rd start. There you look at the numbers. They're pretty impressive, especially the walk-to-strikeout ratio. He's got a terrific fastball, throws a very hard slider, and can throw his fastball at a couple of different speeds.
And before we show you our picks to click, you at home select yours. Scott Posednik will lead it off. And Hairston makes the play from his knees and gets it. Boy, that's a beautiful play right there by Jerry Hairston. Wow.
One of the reasons why they acquired Hairston was because you can play him anywhere, and he's going to give you a pretty good effort. This is just an outstanding play. And if he doesn't get up as quickly as he does, Posednik's going to beat it out at first. From his knees, he gets it there and gets it there a full step ahead of Posednik, but that's just a great effort.
So here's Beckham. Sox come in at 54 and 51, a game and a half behind the Tigers. Sox hitting at 263 as a club with a 4.09 ERA. As Gordon takes strike one. Beckham 4 for 14 in this series with 6 RBIs. 4 of those coming yesterday. He also has 4 doubles in this series.
His ability in RBI situations to hit the ball to the opposite field is what's going to hold him in good stead.
Up high, that evens the count at 1.
Since he probably tops out these days at 96, and he'll probably get that a little bit later in the game. But he can throw what looks like a fastball and get it there at 91, and it'll sink.
And that's just foul. See, he's a big man. 6'7", 290 pounds.
Listed optimistically at 290. He flew by 290 a long time ago.
I heard that when he signed with the Yankees, he weighed in at 313.
It's not surprising. But
he's one of the best.
Takes the baseball.
He's one of the best left-handers I've ever seen. And certainly against us, he's 14-4 lifetime. Against us, he's just been something.
He's already at the 148 inning mark, and you don't worry about innings with him.
Well, but the one thing you do worry about is getting 2 strikes. Is that ball hit into right field? And that's fair. So another double for Beckham. And interference.
Well, you'd really like to see the home fans not touch that ball because it's going to be a double for sure. And you never know if it bounds away from Swisher, who's not a Gold Glover in right field. This is a high fastball away. Probably a little bit lower than Sabathia would have wanted it because that's how they work Beckham when he has 2 strikes on him. But the fans do catch it, and he winds up at second base in scoring position.
And here's Jermaine hitting at 279, 23 homers, 65 driven in. Jermaine 13 for 43 lifetime off CC with 4 homers. Takes that pitch down low. Sox 30 and 23 here at US Cellular Field.
Opening game of last year when Sabathia had a 7-1 lead against the Sox in Cleveland. And Sox came back to knock him out and tie the game at 7. He got a no decision in that one.
Oh, he can be had. He can be had. He is a terrific left-hander. No doubt about that. 47 games over 500 in his young career.
And he played with
be had.
less than great teams with the Indians.
When he spots his fastball low, you got a problem. You got a big problem.
He's want no part of Jermaine Dye in this situation because he knows that Tomey's coming up next. And so far he hasn't been close on 3 straight pitches, and I'd give Jermaine the 3-0 green light.
Baking all the way. I'm with you. Got the green light for me.
Especially
that's the thing you do is go as played against a good pitcher, and you try to work. You battle your behind off to get a good count. 2-0, 3-1, 3-0 in this situation. And he chases a bad pitch. So a full count. It happens so often. You take one right down the middle on 3-0.
Then a changeup that's a foot outside, you swing it and foul it off.
And then the eventuality is that half the time, or at least half the time, you strike out.
He's got a backdoor slider that he throws over the left-handed batter's box to right-hand hitters that's close to unhittable if he gets it there.
Payoff. And that's fouled away. Usually there's a reason that a guy's making $20 million a year.
Especially for the 8 years he signed.
That's off the end of the bat, and that's foul.
That time Jermaine did a good job of staying alive because that changeup was too close to take. He fouled it off.
And here at beautiful US Cellular Field, 330 down the left field line, 335 down the right field line, 375 in the gaps, and 400 straight away center. And that's popped up in the short center field. Is it going to fall? No. Cabrera is a good center fielder, gets there, makes a diving catch. And that's out number 2. Little too high.
Melky broke quickly and got this ball. Landed right on his stomach. Well, for the moment, it probably took a little bit of the wind out of him.
Well, when you land on your cup, that's what hurts.
Yes. Especially with a saucer with it. Right now, he's not looking too good in center field.
He judges.
You can tell when he's hopping around that could be a bit of a problem.
You got to do it, though. You know it's going to hurt, but you got to do it.
It's a game of adjustment, Hawk.
Here's Tomey. He is 3 for 21 lifetime against CeCe. As he takes ball 1, and of the 3 hits, none of them stayed in the park.
He's been selective. Wait until he gets one that he likes, and preferably with Sabathia, he's got to get it down to get a good piece of it.
And the count 2-0. Canerco on deck. And the count 3-0. And right now, let's check out our picks to click. Jim Angio, our director and the crew, went with Quentin. Lisa, Steve, and Larry, they're going to go with Beckham, Terry Hanley, Mike Williams, Roger Clare, Lupe, Carl Rubino, all the great folks at Bolingbrook, and we're going to go with Ramon Castro. Of course, those picks brought to you by Southwest Airlines. Visit southwest.com today. Three and 1 to count to Tomey.
Canerco hoping that Jim Tomey can keep it alive. He can get his opportunity.
Big rip on a 95-mile-an-hour fastball. And you see catchers do this on a more consistent basis now. They get 3-2 on a big bat, and they go out there and talk to the pitcher.
I don't think he wanted the fastball down as low as Sabathia just got it. And we'll see what Molina decides. He probably won't give a sign at all because he told Sabathia what he wants.
He put down the right pitch, and that'll retire the side. Breaking ball after 1, no score. One and one the count. Alex Rodriguez leading off here in the top of the second. And for all our Sox fans, they know when Burley's out there, we're probably going to miss a lot of pitches throughout this telecast. As that's looped out into center field. And for those of you who are not Sox fans, who seldom watch, but because of the Yankees you're watching, Mark Burley is the fastest worker in Major League Baseball. And it's up to the umpires to give us our allotted time, and about 97% of the time, they don't give us enough time.
Well, that means that at least one pitch and sometimes one out, because they swing at the first pitch, is already by the boards before we get back.
There's Swisher, hitting at .236, but he has 17 homers and he's knocked in 54. Takes first pitch strike.
He had a big home run in that opening game, tying it up for a ninth inning comeback to win by the Sox. Swisher's a natural right-hand hitter, but he's always had more power from the left side.
A lot of guys are like that.
Yeah.
Change up outside. And the count 3-1. It's full.
Swisher, no stranger to the strikeout, and if he can throw him a 3-2 changeup and get it over or get it close, usually that gets the job done. He's fanned 83 times this year and 313 at bats.
They got the job done last year. He absolutely could not pull the trigger on the changeup. Got a problem? Yep. A swinging bunt single. And you can cancel the postgame show.
That was a changeup, and Swisher didn't get a whole lot of it, but got enough of it and couldn't have rolled it out there in a better spot. Burley tries to get to it, knows if he can slide and come up with it, he's got a shot, but can't corral it.
Top of the fifth inning in Cleveland. Indians leading the Tigers 6-0. So with one out, Swisher at first. Here's Robinson Cano.
Swisher's seen enough of the Mark Burley move that literally he could fall back on top of the first base bag with that lead.
Twins hitting in the bottom of the first inning at home against the Halos, trailing 1-0.
The hottest team in baseball is coming here next, and that's the Angels.
Well, the hottest team in baseball starting the series with the Yankees.
They were. They've gotten suddenly cool.
That's a good sign. That's a good sign. Hottest team in baseball. Bring them on. We got to play them sometime anyway.
Well, we certainly root for them today. Now a different story. They've won 4 in a row, 8 of their last 10. And lead by 4 over the Rangers in the West.
There's a shot base hit. Cano is a ton of talent.
August 5th at 7-11. It's the White Sox versus those Angels. The first 25,000 fans will receive a Mark Burley commemorative poster presented by the University of Phoenix Chicago campus. For tickets, call 866-SOX-GAME or visit whitesox.com.
Melky Cabrera, switch hitting center fielder. Yankees have 3 switch hitters in this lineup. That ball hit hard. Quentin. And it is 3-0 New York.
Cabrera hits his 10th home run. He's driven in 39, and he picked on the first pitch. That's a high changeup. And high changeups go a long way. And this is a very lively ballpark most of the time, but especially in the daytime.
They'll bring up Jerry Hairston. 1 for 3 in that Yankee uniform coming yesterday. Take strike 1. He's 5 for 22 lifetime off Burley. Watch out. Over to the camera well. Hard. Real hard. Out hangs that 0-2.
Bobby Bertucci has just joined us on this beautiful Sunday.
Where?
Oh,
he's not Bertucci.
He made a very quick exit. But he did wave to say hello.
Gotta hurry. Jason having some problems. He is normally one of the best infielders around. Lately, he has been having some tough times.
Had a couple of errors yesterday, and that's going to go as a base hit. But normally, this is one that he's going to pick up. He just doesn't pick this up. It hits the heel of the glove. And 4 straight hits.
Well, I agree with that being a base hit, but it should have been a play he normally makes. Well, here's Molina. Molina hitting at .255 with 1 homer and 6 knocked in.
He's the original good man for 2. Because although all 3 Molina brothers are good catchers, they're all pretty good hitters. They all share one thing in common, and that's none of them can run.
Outfield straight up. And there's strike 1. Three-0 Yankees here in the top of the second if you're just tuning in. 3-run homer by Melky Cabrera.
Benji Molina been the cleanup hitter for the San Francisco Giants most of the year. Yadier Molina catches for St. Louis. He's just outstanding and has become a better hitter with every passing year to go with the great glove.
That pitch high and wide. Change up. When he keeps it down, he wins. When he gets it up, he loses. Leadoff hitter, Derek Jeter. And that's popped up right side. Gets 2 down. So here is Jeter, hit the first pitch of the ball game hard in the center field. Jeter, 35-year-old veteran, the captain of the team, and what a player.
But somewhat hard to believe, not when you realize how good he's been, but how long he's been there, is that he's second all time in hits in the New York Yankee franchise.
Takes that pitch up high.
Trailing only Lou Gehrig in that department.
You knew he was something special his rookie year. He had a 95. That was his first full year. He came up in 94 for 15 games or so, but we had a left-hander named Mike Bertotti. First time we saw him come to the plate, Bertotti knocked him down. A good one. Jeter just gets up and glares at Bertotti for about 6 or 7 seconds. Next pitch, hit it right back to the middle, missed Bertotti's head about 2 feet. Close. I looked at Wimpy and I said, Wimpy, we might be seeing something right here.
His ability to inside out the ball, especially in run producing situations, has been outstanding since they put on that Yankee uniform.
To play on that stage and have the success he's had and carry himself the way he has speaks volumes for his character. And that's up high, 2-2. Reaches out into right center field. Hodge makes the catch. A nice roll right there after he hits dirt. And that'll retire the side. But they come up with a 3-run homer off the bat of Melky Cabrera. They lead it 3-0. Moving forward, the focus is on Derek Sanderson Jeter. His career stats are worthy of Hall of Fame enshrinement, but it's his leadership that has been behind the Yankees' most recent World Championships. And today, Derek is playing his 2084th Yankee game, tying him with Babe Ruth for fourth place in Yankee history.
Well, they're running out of low numbers to retire, and his 2 will be retired when he decides to hang it up, which, as good a shape as he's in, will probably be quite some time from now.
Here's Konerko hitting at 286, 20 homers. He's driven in 68. That ball hammered down into the corner. Right by the State Farm sign, so Johnny Damon will get it back in on the leadoff double by Konerko.
Sox are going to run on Damon and Swisher every chance they get. Melky Cabrera has a pretty good arm. The ball just blistered this ball into the corner. It got hung up there for a bit, so Damon has to go get it. He's conceding the double all the way.
Paulie now with 20 homers and 20 doubles. And here's Quentin hitting at 220. 10 long ones. He's driven in 23. Jacks it up. He did not go. Sox trying to sweep the Yankees in this 4-game set. First time since 1964 here in Chicago that's happened. That was some kind of pennant race back in '64. Yankees won it by 1 game over the White Sox. White Sox had some good pitching. Real good pitching. Yankees had some good hitting.
Real good hitting.
Real good hitting. That ball hammered. Harrison sucks it up. Well, that's another nice play. That ball was killed. That's all right. He continues to swing the bat well.
Ellis has been hitting the ball pretty hard a week straight. And a lot of them going at people, but eventually they start to find holes. All you can ask for is a good solid at bat, and he certainly had one of those against one of the league's toughest pitchers.
So here's Getz, Chris, at 272. A couple of homers. He's driven in 26. In this series, he has been good. 6 for 12. 3 RBIs, 3 stolen bases, and 5 runs scored. Takes first pitch strike. Outfield spread out slightly to the left. And that breaking ball off the plate. 1-1 to count to Getz. Cleveland still leading Detroit 6-0. The game now in the top of the 6th inning. At 94.
Good moving fastball thrown right in on the hands of Chris Getz.
Glad he didn't hit it.
Even if you do that, you're going to shatter your bat and hit a dribbler to the right side.
And you might lose a thumbnail. That ball poked out into left center field. Can of corn for Cabrera. 2 down. And it'll bring it Jason Nix. Walked 4 times yesterday. Twice with the bases loaded.
And 2 times intentionally. He said that's the first time he can remember walking 4 times as long as he can remember playing. A couple of pitches missed just low by A.J. Burnett.
And that ball popped up right field, Swisher. So the leadoff double by Konerko goes for naught. And we're into the third, trailing by 3. The 1-0 pitch to Johnny Damon slaps that one foul. First pitch was a breaking ball, low and away. Damon hit a little looper out into right field. Jermaine Dye made a beautiful diving catch on it.
This is your chance to win a Paul Konerko jersey and tell the White Sox what you think. Simply log on to your computer and take a quick survey. Your answers are confidential. Visit whitesox.com/survey. You must complete the survey before today's game ends.
Mark Teixeira, and that's in the hole. Gun! Almost. Good effort.
This throw is on the mark. They're going to get him because Teixeira turns himself around in the batter's box trying to pull that ball in the hole. But unfortunately, it pulls Paul off the bag, so it does go as a base hit.
That is the third infield hit from the Yankees in this game.
Yesterday's game, Jermaine Dye made an outstanding play, threw Teixeira out at second base. It was on a ball that one hopped the wall, and he grabbed it with his throwing hand, threw a strike to Jason Nix at second base, and got Teixeira sliding in.
Rodriguez, little fly ball to center field, his first trip. Detroit did not score in the top of the 6th. As that pitch popped up, stay in here. Come back. It will. 2 down.
Joe Girardi doesn't believe that Rodriguez is entirely 100% back from the hip surgery that he had earlier in the year. And his batting average probably reflects that, although the power number is still fairly impressive.
So here's Swisher, started off that 3-run second with a 1-out swinging bunt on the third base side of the mound. Angels leading Minnesota 3-1 early in that ball game. Get fouled. It will. Right size, wrong shape.
Well, Nick has never left any doubt as to what his intention is from both sides of the plate with each and every swing. He's a lifetime .250 hitter. But he finds a way each and every year to hit over 20 home runs.
Big hack, no contact.
They're not on straight changes, however.
Short lead, the 1-2. And that's in the hole.
Really tried to cut that fastball in on the hands of Switcher and didn't quite get it there.
Got a lot of way in there because that ball was not hit hard. That just found the hole. But you're right, a little inch more, no chance.
Broken bat or ground ball to third. Now Beckham is playing way off the line at third base. That's the same hole that Cano hit it through last inning.
Ball into center field. Can of corn. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. We'll go to the bottom of the third. It is 3-0 Yankees. Question believing something better. Which pitcher has a better pickoff move to first base? A. Mark Burley. B. Andy Pettit. Just text A or B to 97999 and watch for the results later in the ball game. Ramon Castro leading off here in the bottom of the third. Takes first pitch strike. And we've got one of our minor league teams, Great Falls, in Pioneer League, playing for the first half championship against Missoula this afternoon, so best goes out to them. Big hack, no contact. Nice conversation with our Iron League Farm Director, Buddy Bell, this morning, and things are going quite nicely everywhere.
Even with the Peavy trade, where 4 pitchers went to San Diego, there's still a whole lot of talent down in the White Sox minor league system.
Most I have ever seen in all my years with the White Sox, which is over a quarter of a century. And lays off that 95-mile-an-hour fastball upstairs.
Freddie Garcia threw 5 scoreless innings in yesterday's game. Gave up a hit. That was at Bristol.
Close pitch, didn't get it. 2-2.
It's a hard slider inside. Molina tries to yank it back over the corner.
And softly hit off the end of the bat to Cano. And certainly our condolences go out to Suzanne Paulicki, one of our flight attendants, and her mom, Teresa, on the passing of their father, Ted Paulicki, today. And we're thinking about you, Suzanne. And on the other side of that page is your mom's birthday. Scotty Pods. Pods had a little running slap action, bunt, but hit it hard down to Hairston, who made a terrific play on it.
Hairston's already made 2 good solid plays at third base today. Before this year is over, he's going to play a whole lot of positions on the field for the Yankees. He's got tremendous versatility. His father was a teammate of mine with the White Sox.
Breaking ball, no.
His grandfather was a coach when I first got here in 1973, so 3 generations of Hairstons. And Sam also played for the Sox. 3 generations of Hairstons were major league players.
Terrific family. Nice people. Another good eye. And the count's 3-1. Ball hit hard into center field. Cabrera going back. Stretch. It's off the wall. Scotty Pods now is going to pull up.
Well, if that ball doesn't hit Cabrera on the carom and bounces by him, he's got a good chance of being 3 bases, although Johnny Damon did a nice job of actually sliding behind Cabrera to make sure that if the ball did get by him, he had a shot at it.
Well, if Damon did not get over there and that ball missed him, that was inside to Parker.
This ball hit awfully hard. It's 3-1 fastball. And Cabrera, I think, surprised how far this ball travels. And then he gets hit by the carom. That ball just stayed in front of him. Otherwise, it would have been real interesting to see if Pods decides to go on to third base. But that ball hit high off the wall.
Here's Beckham. He doubled down the right field corner. Big motion, pulled the string.
It's a good straight change, and there's usually 8 to 9 miles an hour difference between that straight change. That straight change, by the way, is like an average major league fastball. It's 86 miles an hour.
Beckham now with 5 doubles in this series. Comes back with a fastball in the outside corners. He's going to learn that's normally the pattern in the big leagues. After you see a good change, they backed it up with a good fastball.
Well, he showed him the fastball at 92. He's still got another 3-4 miles an hour left if he wants to go to it.
Main guy on deck.
One of the things you can't be deceived is by the looks of Sabathia. He's a tremendous athlete. He loves to hit, won't have an opportunity to do that, but he fields his position very well.
Turns that one over, misses way outside. Yeah, he was a terrific football player. Boy, is he a big guy. One of those you got to see it to believe it almost. First time I saw CeCe up close, we were walking down the hall there in Cleveland. Passed by him, said hi. He said, hi. My goodness. That is a big man.
Cleveland would have loved to have kept him, but when they realized that the bidding would have gotten too big, they traded him to Milwaukee. He, not single-handedly, but pretty close to it, put Milwaukee into the playoffs last year, because without his dominance, which was overwhelming for the Brewers, they wouldn't have made it.
Yeah, he changed the culture of that ball club. And that's a fair ball by Hairston. Come on, Pods. He almost stopped going in the third.
Well, he did stop, and then he realized, I believe, that Johnny Damon can't throw the ball. I don't know if there was any reason to stop on that one, but he did pull up, and I think Jeff Cox finally said, look, he missed the ball in left field, so take off. This is right down the line past the diving Hairston. Johnny Damon does a lot of things real well, but one of them is not throwing. He wasn't even looking at the plate. He was thinking about second base the whole time.
So the 36th RBI for Beckham leads all rookies in that category.
I believe he's going to pull away from all of them before it's over.
Big Hackett at 95-mile-an-hour sinker. Just off the plate. I never faced that. I never saw a 95-mile-an-hour sinker. I saw some 95-mile-an-hour spitters. Never a 95-mile-an-hour sinker.
Gaylord had one that approximated 95.
Well, that was a spitter.
Yeah, it was a super sinker, as they used to call it.
Cuban forkball. That ball hit hard into right field. Stretch. He looks up. You can put it on the board. Yes. Yes. A two-run homer by Jermaine Dye, and this game is tied at 3.
One of the things we told you about a day game here at U.S. Cellular Field was that it's a very lively ballpark. And Jermaine Dye reached out, got a fastball away, hit his 24th home run of the year. He's driven in 67. 3 straight hits have tied it up. It's the forward drive of the game. It's a high fastball, and it's gone. Beck Swisher knows right field here. He just looked back and hoped he could get a carom off the wall.
Breaking ball strike to Tomey, who struck out on the 3-2. Breaking pitch, his first at bat. That ball hit deep to left field. Damon just looks up. You can put it on the board. Yeah. Yeah. Number 18 for Tomey. Number 559 in his career. And the Sox lead it 4-3. Go get him, Mark Burley.
You ever have 4 hits? The only 4 hits off one pitcher, and they all left the ballpark?
Oh.
That's what Tomey has against CeCe.
I had 8 hits off Louis Tiant. 7 of them were home runs.
There you go. That was only in, 180 at-bats?
410.
Now there's a meeting at the mound. Dave Island comes out to have a talk with Sabathia. Molina goes out there to settle the big guy down. You can't make mistakes up in this ballpark. With Tomey, the mistake was down. When he gets a thigh-high fastball, especially out away from him, he can drive it to the opposite field as well, perhaps, as anybody who's ever played this game.
Well, there's another guy in this ballpark that could do the same thing to right field, being a right-handed hitter.
Well, he can't do it anymore. That's Moose. Moose is
right.
110 years old.
Moose
But he used to be able to do it.
He could kill it to right field. People see how small Moose is, and they cannot believe how strong he was. He could overpower the baseball. Paulie doubled, takes the strike. He doubled to lead off last inning.
In the years that Moose played for the Yankees, they had a wonderful baseball team, and if he wasn't something special, believe me, with all the farm clubs they had, he would have never played first base every day for that team.
That's a good pitch by Sabathia on the fist, fouls it back. Moose could take a 100-mile-an-hour fastball and tommy-hawk it. I mean high, shoulder high, and tommy-hawk it, and hit it 3/4 of the way up those seats out there in right center field.
I'll tell you how special Moose continues to be to this day. He's still the only guy that continues to get Mickey Mantle signed baseball.
Do something. Whoops. Fooled him right there. And that is out number 2.
Sabathia goes away from the fastball and to the breaking ball. That's his slider. That one he got a lot of depth on. That ball just dove out of the zone. That's going to get a few people, not just Paul Konerko. However, that's only the second strikeout.
So here's Quentin Carlos. Hit the ball very hard down to third base. Hairston made a good play. Good quick reaction play on him to get him. 4-6-0 for our Sox, 3-6-0 for their Yankees.
And not one walk in the game.
That's the base hit. Get by him. Nope. He's going to give it a go. Here's the throw. He gone. But a 2-run homer. After an RBI single by Gordon Beckham and then a solo shot by Tomey, Sox lead at 4-3. The 0-1 pitch to Cabrera. Ball hit hard into right field. Jermaine. Nope. Took a step in, then realized it, and couldn't quite recover. So the leadoff double here in the top of the 4th inning. Sox lead at 4-3. Cabrera hit that 3-run homer back in the 2nd.
Cabrera swing the bat real well. This is a rolling breaking ball. This one doesn't break particularly well. And Cabrera, who had equal numbers from both sides of the plate. He came in hitting 284 right-handed, 283 left-handed. He's hit the ball hard, pulling it one time and going to right field the next.
So Hairston's got a job to do. He had an infield single his first trip. Stays inside of it and fouls it away. And the 4th inning is brought to you by Taco Bell's 4th Meal. That's a meal between dinner and breakfast. Open till 1 a.m. or later. Of course, Lisa Stone, lovely wife of Steve, one of her favorite eating establishments.
She's going to arrive here soon. She's very disappointed she was not here for that promo.
That'll get the job done. Sacrifice 1-3.
Well, Joe Girardi did what hitters appreciate. Going, I'll give you one shot. Take a swing. But if you don't get it down, you got a bunt. And from the Southwest RoboCam, we'll take a look at an exceptional bunt.
So here's Molina. He popped up to Getz. Infield in. Now they can back up a couple of steps because that is a base hit. And this game is tied at 4.
Just the 7th run batted in this year by Jose Molina. Picked on the first pitch and took it right back up the middle. Mark Burley trying to knock it down with his foot. Couldn't do it.
That'll bring up Jeter. He is lined hard to center and he is popped up to right. First pitch strike. And that's 1-1. Sell out yesterday, sell out the day before. Close today. And there's a base hit pulled in the hole. So that is the 3rd hit of the inning. 9th hit given up by Burley. Sabathia has given up 7.
Arch's cutter today is not quite as good as we've seen it because he's not getting it in on the hands of the right-handers.
No, his curveball's not as good either.
With those days, I mean, he's been so good in so many starts. You get those days where it's a little tough for you. You have to hope the line drives go at people.
First pitch strike to Damon. He's 0 for 2. Damon with those busy feet. Not a bad thing for you youngsters who are having trouble hitting to try. You have some busy feet. It all starts with the feet. One and 2 the count. And if you're swinging the bat good, don't try it.
You're swinging the bat good. Don't do anything different than you're doing it.
And don't listen to anybody.
That's true.
Watch out. Molina, here he comes. He's going to score. on the base hit by Damon, and it's a 5-4 Yankee lead.
RBI number 59 for Johnny Damon. Here comes Don Cooper to talk with him. Burley has no chance. That ball just rifled back through the middle. So 4 hits this inning, 10 overall. And we're 1 out into the 4th. August 4th at 7-11, it's the White Sox versus the Angels. The first 20,000 fans will receive a poster featuring current and former Dominican White Sox players, presented by Apple Vacations and Dominican Republic Department of Tourism. For tickets, call 866-SOX-GAME or visit whitesox.com.
Sierra, and it's a foul ball. Teixeira has popped to second, had an infield single.
Teixeira out of Georgia Tech. So he placed the young catcher from the Baltimore Orioles, Matt Wieters, who has such a promising career ahead of him. He also came out of Georgia Tech.
And the count 0-2.
A lot of people thought that Teixeira would be either the first or second pick in the draft the year he came out, but he broke his ankle and he slipped somewhat in the draft, not too much, but enough so that he wasn't the first or second pick.
Turns that one over, misses low and away. Down to Beckham, and they turn it. But a couple of runs cross the plate, and we'll go to the bottom of the 4th, trailing by a run.
So far, does this qualify as a barn burner or a bean blower?
Bean blower.
Okay.
First pitch strike to Getz. Popped up to center field his first trip.
He did a tremendous job of staying in there. We will show it to you on that pivot. Cut down to Teixeira on the double play. Now Molina is saying that ball hit him in fair territory, and Girardi's going to come out to argue with Greg Gibson. He's saying it got his foot in foul territory.
Oh, they talked it over. Top of the fourth in Minnesota. Angels leading the Twins 4-1.
Looked like it actually hit him in the batter's box. Now he was starting to take off. It looked like it got him in the box, and goes as a foul ball.
Meanwhile, it's 0-2. And that Cleveland-Detroit game, Indians leading the Tigers 9-0. Seventh inning.
Go Tribe.
Damon really close to the left field line. Where Ivan Calderon, Ivan was about, I would say, 6 to 8 feet from the line. And he played Luis Polonio. Little ground ball to Teixeira. We're out number 1.
Here's our Comcast high-def shot of the game, and watch this takeout slide at second base. Stands right in there, gets rolled, and still gets a throw off, and Teixeira's only grounded into this being his 3rd double play of the year from the right side. Nice play by Chris Getz, and good solid throw by Gordon Beckham.
So here's Nix. Takes first pitch strike.
Come on, Jason.
Jason popped up to right field. The ball's hammered foul.
Doing a lot of that. Hitting the ball hard, but hitting it foul.
Well, it's not quite as foul as it was in his first couple of games. So he's seeing more pitches now. As I said, that's the way youngsters are when they get in there and they hadn't been playing a lot. They get a good pitch hit and they hit it foul. You've been playing every day, you hit it hard and you keep it fair.
Well, by all accounts, Alexei Ramirez is going to come back the middle of next week, whether it's Wednesday. We're not sure quite yet, but when he comes back, do you move Beckham out of the 2 spot, or do you keep him there?
I keep him. That's what I would do.
I think he's just getting comfortable up there, and he'll drive in more runs. And Ramirez is a guy that will hit for more power. Him maybe in the 7th spot. I think the lineup, especially with Carlos Quentin swinging the bat like he is, going to look a whole lot more potent.
Well, Alexei is a very aggressive hitter. He had a good pitch hit there, pops it up just underneath it. Cabrera taking charge, makes the catch for out number 2. And when you get a very aggressive young Latin hitter, you won't see very many of them in the 2-hole. It takes more of an understanding of what the responsibilities are for a 2-hole hitter. More patience, not being afraid to take a strike.
Especially with a base stealer at number 1
right.
like Pods is.
Not being afraid to hit with 2 strikes. Now, is that too much to put on Beckham? I don't think so. I tell you the truth, I don't think anything is too much to put on Beckham. Beckham's going to be a 3-hole hitter before he's done and driving a lot of runs.
That's one of the reasons why, and you know that Kenny talked to just about everybody in his pursuit of trying to do what he could to improve this ball club. Before the trading deadline came along, the name Gordon Beckham came up. conversation was over. There was no way he was going to be moving him. Not with the ability this young man has.
Well, he's special. As he strikes out Castro, 1-2-3 inning. That's the first one for him, second of the ball game for Ian Burley. Changeup, first pitch swung and a missed by Rodriguez from Mark Burley. He's 0 for 2. He's going out to center and fouled out to Konerko. And there's a base hit. Right off the end of the bat, they're finding that hole between third and short.
That's 11 hits, and I'll bet you 5 of them have gone through that same hole. Changeup.
You know, getting back to that responsibilities of a two-hole hitter. I mentioned when you get a young, aggressive Latin player, that they're going to swing the bat. Yet one of the best two-hole hitters we ever had was a Latin, Omar Vizquel. But he was not as aggressive in the terms. He had more experience. He knew where the responsibilities were, and he handled it extremely well.
Well, as a young player, he was not a particularly good hitter. He became a very good hitter with the Indians.
Let me tell you what. The first couple of years we saw Omar Vizquel, you didn't know if he was going to last. Didn't know if he was going to hang around very long. Just knock the bat and have a meeting about him. Just knock the bat right out of his hand. Don't even mess around. Just throw a fastball and knock the bat. Pretty soon, all that ended. The 2-0. And it's 3-0.
It ended with Felix Fermin going to Seattle. And Omar Vizquel going to the Indians.
And that's the base on ball. So the first 2 men aboard. First walk of the ball game. There's Swisher with his infield swinging bunt single in the second. A single in the third, a walk here in the fifth, and that'll bring up Cano.
Don Cooper wants to know if Tony Pena is ready to go yet, as Mark Burley is really struggling today. And this is a very bad lineup to struggle against because they've got thunder up and down this lineup. It's probably why Castro's going out there to talk with Burley. August 5th at 7-11, it's the White Sox versus the Angels. Police and Fire Night presented by Underwriters Laboratory, the standard in safety. First 20,000 fans will receive White Sox trading magnets. For tickets, call 866-SOX-GAME or visit whitesox.com.
Cano has singled and scored, and he has gone out to center. Breaking ball strike. A moment of White Sox hello and shout out to the big Sox fans down in Central Florida. Pistol Vitkauskas and Mike Nast. That ball into left field. Carlos is there, makes the catch. A line shot off the bat of Cano. What new?
As we talked about, when you don't have real good stuff, you have to hope that the line drives go at people. And that one just happened to.
Cabrera has hit 2 line drives. One for a 3-run homer in the second, and the other a leadoff double, and he scored in the 4th over the head of Jermaine.
Cabrera's had a lot of luck on the first pitch, but not that time, as Burley threw that fastball up and out of the zone.
And the count 0-2. Foul straight back underneath Stone Point.
Missed it by just an eyelash.
Ball hammered.
There's some folks that try to get out of the way of that one pretty quickly. I think the vendor actually came away with the baseball. We'll have to hope that everybody is okay, because that was a rocket going in the seats.
That's trouble. That's going to score Rodriguez, and it is 6-4.
That leaves Melky a triple away from the cycle, and we've got one out in the 5th inning. RBI number 4, he's got 40 of them, and that's going to be it for Mark Burley, who just didn't have it today.
You can't have it every day. Well, Mark will depart. Gets a nice round of applause, and we'll be back.
A touch under 6, on for the 10th time as a member of the White Sox. He came over from the Arizona Diamondbacks. And he inherits runners at first and second. Only one out here in the top of the 5th inning. Sox trail by a pair.
Top of the 8th inning in Cleveland. Indians leading the Tigers 11-1.
Armando Galarraga started that one for Detroit, and it didn't appear that he fared very well.
Angels leading Minnesota 7-2. I believe in the 5th inning.
That was Weaver against Perkins. And we know how tough Jared Weaver is. We will miss him, but we do get John Lackey.
Lackey's a good pitcher.
Lackey's a real good pitcher.
Real good pitcher. Watch out. Another Skinner hit. One hop into the seats. One out, 2 on. Outfield straight up. And there's the base hit. That's going to score one more. As Swisher crosses the plate. And it is 7-4.
Harrison 2 for 2 today with a run driven in. That's his second in a Yankee uniform. He's already paid some dividends.
Made 2 good defensive plays. So here's Molina. He's 1 for 2 with an RBI and a run scored. Well, when we first saw Harrison with Baltimore at second base, the first few series that we saw him, he looked like he was as good as anybody in this league at second. He was a magician out there.
He made the rounds after that.
Yeah. 1-1 to count.
Randy Williams loosening up in the pen.
7-13-0 for the Yankees, 4-7-0 for our Sox. We got plenty of time, though. The only bad thing is we've got a very good pitcher against us. There's a strike. And the count 1-2. He gone. Two down.
Good hurt slider by Tony Pena. Ball just disappears down out of the zone.
Here's Jeter. He's 1 for 3. Singled last inning. Just off the corner. Outfield playing him to the right. Yap out there in left center. Beckham well off the line at third. And count 2-0. Off day tomorrow. And then Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, the Halos come to town. On Tuesday, we're going to run Jose Contreras out there against Lackey. On Wednesday, Gavin Floyd against Urban Santana. and on Thursday to be announced for us against the southpaw Joe Saunders. Yankee plans to be with us here at beautiful West Cellular Field. The ball hit hard in the right. Jermaine back at the wall. Yes! Makes the catch. And that'll retire the side. Whew. Thought that ball was out of here. Meanwhile, they come up with 2 more and they lead at 7-4. Be the 500th texter to text Subway to 97999. Go to WGNTV.com for complete info and rules. Top of the order here in the bottom of the 5th. 7-13-0 for New York. 4-7-0 for our Sox.
Last time up was a double by Posednik that started things off with 1 out in the 3rd inning. Led to 4 and a temporary lead.
Takes it up, fouls it off. Beckham on deck and Jermaine Dye in the hole. Breaking ball, no chance. Fights that one off. Either got to hurry on the move. Wow.
Got him by a half step at first base, and Pods thought that he was safe. Then Barrett said he got him.
It was close. There's no question about that.
Looked to me like he did have him by about a half step. Ozzie was ready to come out, and then I think he looked at Harold, and Harold might have said that he did get him. But it's real close. Take a look at it from this angle. I think it looked like he beat it.
Guy goes to the runner. Ball hit hard by Beckham. No. With a nice backhand and quickly 2 gone. Talking with Buddy this morning, and he's talking about Buddy Bell, our Arlene Ford director, talking about Beckham. Hawkins said our guys did a real nice job with the report. At Birmingham and then Charlotte. He said they didn't say a word to him.
Best thing to do because he went up so quickly.
And that goes to show you how good teachers teach. Sometimes you don't have to justify your position, so to speak. You just see a guy as a natural. Let him go. Don't get in his way. And that's exactly what they did. You got 30 organizations, probably 28 of them would have had somebody talking to Beckham the first time he went 0 for 4.
I remember being asked by a whole lot of people, do you think that the White Sox are bringing him up too soon? I said, if he hits, the answer will be no. If he doesn't, everybody will say yes. He's hit, so the answer is no.
There's a fastball strike. Jermaine didn't care for that call. He's 1 for 2. That 2-run homer is 24th.
I thought that was a little high, and so did Molina because he yanked it back down into the zone.
Good rip, and the count 2-2. Of course, with those 2 home runs by Di and Tomey, the Alex Nellius family will donate $100. The White Sox charities for every Sox home hit throughout the course of the season. That is number 124 and 25, so $12,500 donated by Alex Nellius in loving memory of Ursula. Down to Harrison, controls it, got time, makes the play. That is 6 up, 6 down the last 2 innings for Sabathia. Four bad guys here in the top of the 6th inning.
Randy Williams comes in. He's on for the 3rd time as a member of the Sox. Does not have an ERA.
Johnny Damon, 1 for 3, an RBI single. He has 59 ribbies now.
Those numbers you just saw were garnered at AAA Charlotte.
Yet we'd like to give a big White Sox thank you and a shout out to the Doobie Brothers. Such a terrific job on our national anthem.
They did a great job.
And the count 3-0. Come back and get him.
Before this recent call up to the major leagues, Randy Williams hadn't thrown a pitch for the major leagues since 2005.
Strike one. It's a fair ball. Andy right where he should be. And that's out number one.
I like that play from Paul Konerko because I like a good solid throw to the pitcher, especially when you're backing up at first and you have plenty of distance. From the Southwest RoboCam, we'll take a look at a well-executed play on both ends. Ball going away from the plate, and he gets it to Williams in time so he can right his footwork, hit the inside of the bag with his right foot. And Paul does it real well.
You might, throughout the course of the season, see him one time give a not-so-good feed. Most of them are just perfect.
Pitcher wants to do is get that ball a couple of steps ahead of time so he can right his footwork and never pass into the path of the base runner.
Oh, banana out. And he goes to 3-0 on Teixeira. Come back and get him. Nope.
August 4th at 7-Eleven, it's the White Sox versus the Angels. The first 30,000 fans will receive a Mark Burley commemorative baseball card presented by Apple Vacations. For tickets, call 866-SOX-GAME or visit whitesox.com.
Rodriguez takes first pitch strike. And that's low. Rodriguez 1 for 3, a single, and a run scored. Just turning in. Yankees 3 in the top of the second. Sox came back with 4 in the third. Yankees with 2 in the fourth and 2 in the fifth. We have 2 home runs, back-to-back jobs in the third by Dye and Tomey. They have 1 home run, a 3-run blast by Cabrera in the second. One and 2 the count. And another souvenir right side. Just a short lead by Teixeira. That's high and wide, 2-2. Rodriguez coming to the Yankees back in 04. Soriano. Arias. Williams goes full to Rodriguez after having a 1-2 count. And the payoff pitch. Back-to-back walks.
The bullpen up and going once again for the Sox. Cooper
that will
coming
not
up.
endear you to the manager.
No. Especially when you fought this hard and this long to try to get to the major leagues. Octavio Dotel throwing in the pen.
And while he does, we'll check out some White Sox minor league report stats. Charlotte won 3-2 at Louisville. Carlos Torres 9-4, the winner.
He looked pretty good in the one game he
did.
here.
Yes, he did. Birmingham was postponed due to rain. Stephon Gartrell leads the league in RBIs with 68. Tied for third in home runs with 18. C.J. Rutherford ranks fourth in RBIs with 60. Tied for fourth in doubles with 28. There's first pitch strike. And Diane Viciedo ranks fourth in hits with 109. He's starting to swing the bat.
He's another guy. He's just a youngster. He's going to be a big run producer also.
Good pitch, didn't get it. This has been a tight strike zone today for both sides. Real tight.
Castro wants it inside. That looked like a pretty good pitch.
That's a good strike.
Yep.
Change up. Gave that one away. I'm glad he didn't get it over. Swisher, an infield single, swinging bunt in the second. Then had a soft single in the hole between third and short in the third. He walked in the fifth. He's gone 3 balls to every hitter. At Damon 3-0, came back and got him. The Sheriff 3-0, walked him, went full 3-2 to Rodriguez. Now 3-1 to Swisher. He has walked the bases loaded. And it'll bring up Cano. He's 1 for 3. Slammed a single in the left field in the second. Went out to center in the third. Then slammed a line drive right to Carlos Quentin last inning. Not even close. Bottom of the fifth in Minneapolis. Angels leading the Twins 9-2.
Put it TV.
And there's a strike. Bronx cheer. And the count 1-2. That is the final now from Cleveland. Indians beat the Tigers 11-1.
So some ground to be gained, but there has to be a pretty big comeback and a shutdown inning out of Randy Williams.
Up and in. So 2-2. Take him right here. You don't want to go full. He gone. 2 down.
That fastball at 89, it was upstairs. And he threw it by him.
Well, his first appearance over there in Minnesota, he touched 94 4 or 5 times.
He's headed up to 93 today. That time he was trying to get it over the plate. Now he's got to face a red-hot Melky.
A 3-run homer, a double, and an RBI single. Takes it up high. That evens the count. 36,325 in the house. And he's ahead. The ball and 2 strikes. Steve, it is very, very difficult to sweep a major league team.
Always is, especially in a 4-game series.
Well, it hadn't been done by us against the Yankees. Well,
in a long time.
45 years.
Yeah.
1-2. And he's going to pitch out of it. He walks the bases loaded, and a good comeback. That's a redeemer right there. Nothing across. We'll go to the bottom of the 6th. We need 3 to tie.
Time, a side session. Maybe wanting to go incognito because he's wearing number 30 and his number is 44.
That's cheating.
I don't want anybody to get an advantage. Nice to see him on a mound.
We trail it 7-4. Tommy Canerco and Carlos Quentin to face CC. Tommy 1 for 2. His 18th homer, 559th of his career, backing up Dye's homer in the 3rd. Breaking ball. Jim now 4 for 23 lifetime off Sabathia. 4 hits, not a 1 that stayed in the park. Good eye. And the count 1-2. got him. He knew it. 1 out. Curveball.
Yeah, he got him on the breaking ball, and that one split the middle of the plate.
So here's Paulie. He has a double and a strikeout. Who got you the most?
Home runs? Remember, Cecil Cooper had 5 in 2 years. I told Dempsey to tell him what was coming. He could hardly hit me any better.
Five in 2 years.
That's a lot.
He's getting that breaking ball over now in the count 0-2.
We were playing those teams a whole lot in the East in those days. There's a look again. CC seems to have found the mark with the breaking ball.
And there's a shot. So Paulie 2 for 3. More importantly, a base runner.
It also brings up a guy who's been up twice and hit the ball hard twice. Carlos Quint. And that time, that breaking ball was a bit of a roller. That didn't break near as sharply as the one he threw to Jim Thome to strike him out.
No, even though that ball, a curveball he threw to Thome, was up a little bit, it was still digging.
Yeah.
You can throw a high curveball that's not a hanger.
Get back in this now. Get back in this.
This should be. Back him up. And it'll do it. They'll go to the 7th. It is still 7-4 Yankees. Department says that Cooper got you 5 times, Jim Rice got you 4, and there were a plethora of 3-run guys.
Oh, there's a lot of 3-home run guys, but the difference is that 12 for 39 is not as good as 21 for 37, and that's what Jim Rice had me for. Those are big numbers, 21 for 37.
I mean, I cannot to this day believe that you threw a home run to Dwayne Piper.
Well, but the wind was blowing out. I mean, it was one of those days, wind was blowing out 70, 80 miles an hour in Cleveland.
And more than that, to Sandy Alomar, senior.
Yeah. Well, Sandy hit that ball well. I suspected the bat was corked. He had 12 others besides that.
Well, there
one.
you go.
Well, there's always a reason.
Yep. 21 to count.
Lack of talent on my part was one of them.
1-2 from Dotel to Jerry Harrison, who was 2 for 2 with a sacrifice bunt, an RBI, and 2 good plays at third.
Tavio 1-3 ERA 2.90 on for the 44th time, so he's been busy, and he is the 4th of the White Sox hurlers today.
Jermaine, can of corn. And let's check out our U.S. Cellular text poll question and the results. Pitcher has a better pickoff move to first base. Mark Burley, 34%. Andy Pettit, 66%. They both have good ones. I would have to give the nod to Pettit.
Pettit's been around a lot longer, and I would think that he'd have a little bit better move. Here's Andy. Jabba Chamberlain to his right. And Mark Teixeira to his left. The controversy in New York about Chamberlain is should they use him as a starter or reliever.
Lena almost walked into that one. They're going to go through that scenario again?
Well, right now he is a starter. And he's 7-2, so he's done a pretty good job. And Molina does a nice job of getting out of the way of it.
Well, they've got a good manager and a good coaching staff. Why don't they just let them make that decision?
I think you could probably do both. The question is with the Yankees, how deep does that starting rotation go? Because Chamberlain has done a terrific job as a starter this year. He's made all 20 of his appearances in the starting rotation. What they're afraid of, Hawk, is the amount of innings he's going to have to pitch. He's got 110 already, and they talk about, for him, his relative inexperience as a full-time starter, 160, 170 innings. He's going to get there before the end of this year.
Again, they've got a good manager and a good coaching staff. Those guys know all those numbers.
They do.
One thing about it, though, on the other side of that page, you got one of the greatest relievers in the history of this game. And how good is he if you can't get the ball to him?
Well, there's one of the things that I think the Yankees worry about. Last year, Chamberlain had 100 innings pitched. And that was the most he's ever had in his very short career. He started his pro career in '07. And that year he pitched a little over 100 innings. Last year, 100 and a third innings. This year, I don't think they want to get him to 185, 190.
He gone. Well, I was watching the game yesterday. Tim Carver. The only way you're going to get these guys and solve the pitching problems where you don't have 5 and 6 inning guys where they can go 6, 7, and 8 is by letting them pitch. Unless a guy's coming off an injury or a young guy like Chamberlain,
right, who basically started his professional career.
That's a different story. I am a firm believer in letting guys, if they're pitchers, let them pitch. You get guys in college pitching over 100 innings. I'm telling you, they pitch those guys 2 or 3 times a week. And you got some little league coaches. There's a little comebacker. So Jeter is retired. A 1-2-3 inning for Dotel. 7th inning stretch is still 7-4 bad guys.
Miller scoreboard on a roll. It'll be Getz, Nix, and Castro in the bottom of the 7th inning to face CC Sabathia, who has a 3-run lead. Sox have been out hit 13-8. It's been an errorless game. And it's time to get something started with the bottom part of the order against Sabathia, who had 1 inning where he was touched up. That was the 3rd.
First pitch strike to Chris Getz. Chris has gone out to center and grounded to first. Outfield, not equidistant, slightly to the left. And the count 0-2.
You are horrible. What are you with it?
Good 2-strike hitter, Chris, right here, buddy. Just fights that one off.
Got Linebrink getting loosened up in the bullpen. Tell with a good solid inning in the 7th.
Those pitch didn't get it. I said it's been a tight strike zone for both sides. In a hitter's zone. Two and two the count, as opposed to the opener here. Ed Barrett behind the plate. It was a pitcher's strike zone, and I loved it.
It was that.
I loved it. There's more guys around. Stay fair. It will. Thank you very much. Another breaking ball down into the corner. Gets now. Going to give it a go. Here's the throw. Cut off. Safe.
Well, Chris Getz has tremendous speed, and he came out of the box thinking 3 bases all the way and realizing that you can run on Swisher.
That was the key.
I mean, if you don't come out of the box thinking 3 bases, you're going to wind up coasting into second with a double. And we'll take a look at Getz as he's thinking about it, and he's turning it on as he rounds the bag, realizing that Swisher doesn't have a great arm, and he actually makes it into third without a play.
That's his 4th 3-bagger. And here's Jason Nix. He's popped up to right, and he has popped up to center. That pop up to center, he just missed. Back on the outside corner. And another strike, and the count 0-2.
Yankees are going to concede the run if Jason just hit a ground ball in the middle infield. Shorten up the bat, make a little contact.
One out, 5th strikeout for Sabathia, and that'll bring up Ramon Castro.
Bullpen up and going for the Yankees. And again, the Yankees are back in the middle infield, going to concede the run.
Little number. Sabathia, good athlete. And that's out number 2. So it's up to Scotty Potts, who's 1 for 3, had a double back in the third inning. Lacey does have 5 wild pitches this year.
Pay attention.
I'm not sure he has all that many with Molina behind the plate.
That is popped up. CeCe is there, makes the catch. So we get a leadoff triple by Chris Getz, and Sabathia leaves him right there. And after the game, listen to 670 The Score for your chance to be the Walgreens VIP for a day, including the Walgreens Affordable Essentials prize pack and a pair of tickets to a White Sox home game. Brought to you by Walgreens, a pharmacy America trusts.
Scott Linebrink comes into the game, and he's going to be the 5th Sox pitcher today. He's 2-5, ERA 2.48, on for the 39th time. He does have a couple of saves this year. He's got to go right through the big part of the order.
Damon, Teixeira, and Rodriguez. Well, that Cleveland 11-1 victory over the Tigers. It's the first game they didn't play extra innings. 12 last night.
Come on, Bull, wake up.
13 the night before.
Yeah. So somebody's got to have a tired little bullpen. And that is slap foul.
Baltimore is currently asking for volunteers in that game. Trail the Red Sox by a scant 16-7 mark.
He gone. Yes, upstairs.
Fastball just below the letters on the outside corner. Good pitch.
And here's Teixeira, 1 for 3.
Pop it out, Bree. What's your favorite? Whoa.
2-0 the count. Teixeira, that infield single back in the third. And the count 3-0.
August 8th at 6:05, it's the White Sox versus the Indians. Fans will enjoy post-game fireworks presented by St. Xavier University. For tickets, call 866-SOX-GAME or visit whitesox.com.
Fans giving Rodriguez a little love as he is 1 for 3. Takes ball 1. Walk. Share of the 5th by Sox pitching. Sabathia has yet to walk one of our guys. Outfield straight up. And is our governor, Pat Quinn, stating, Steve and I would like to send out our thank yous and best wishes. We're thinking about you to all our servicemen and women around the world trying to protect our nation. Pat Quinn's a good man.
Yeah, he was up here the other day.
Doing a lot for our veterans coming home.
And that's
got over 3,000 of them coming back.
a wonderful way to donate some money to a great cause.
Illinois for Veterans. There goes Teixeira. He picks up just his second stolen base. He's 2 for 2.
Linebrink wasn't looking at him, so it's a 3-run game. And he figures as long as he's not going to look, might as well take off. That ball drops out of Castro's glove.
Well, that's the reason that run last inning. When Guess leads it off with a triple. That's a big run. Yeah. Huge run. The psyche of the game.
Especially when they concede the run with the infield back for 2 hitters. You just don't get them home.
Bottom of the 7th in the Twin Cities. Angels leading Minnesota 9-3. Big run. That's going to happen. We've been doing a good job in getting those guys in lately. That ball hit hard. Becker. Nice pick. 2 down. He's getting the speed down.
He's had a couple of balls hit to him today. The only problem has been he's had about 5 of them hit to his left, which were absolutely perfect for base hits. I mean,
right in the middle of that hole.
Yep. The Yankees filled up that hole on the left side against Mark Burley today.
So here's Swisher. 2 for 2, couple of walks. And a swinging bunt single in the second that started off that 3-run inning, highlighted by Cabrera's 3-run homer. Takes it low and away. Sox, if you're just tuning in and did not hear, have won the first 3 games of this 4-game set. Won the opener 3-2. Gavin Floyd was just outstanding. Then the bullpen had to do some yeoman work as the Sox won the second game 10-5. Then yesterday against A.J. Burnett, they scored 6 runs early. Finally won that game 14-4.
A.J. had one of his rare bad days. The second most runs he's given up this year. He just didn't have it, and the Sox really took advantage of it.
Against those good pitchers, that's what you got to do. They're going to have bad days like everybody else. When they have their good days, you're in trouble. So at second, 2 out. And the 2-2 pitch. Full count with Cano on deck. Seven 13-0 for the Yankees, 4-9-0 for our Sox. Pull the string on him, he gone. And that'll retire the side. We go to the bottom of the 8th. It'll be Beckham, Dye, and Tomey.
Retired as the White Sox take on the Angels August 4th through the 6th. The Mark Burley Appreciation Series will feature giveaways while supplies last, including perfect game baseball card and collectible poster. Tuesday will feature an on-field pregame ceremony. Tickets are available as low as $9 in honor of Burley's 9 perfect innings.
That ball hit deep into right center field. Nobody's going to get this one. It one hops into the stands, so the ground rule double by Beckham leading off here in the bottom of the 8th. That's his 3rd hit, his 2nd double. He also has a run scored and an RBI.
If you want to get tickets for Mark Burley Appreciation Series, call 866 Sox Game or visit whitesox.com today as Gordon Beckham collects his 3rd hit. He's been the guy that's really hit Sabathia hard. Girardi coming out. And at the 100 pitch mark, that's going to be it for the big guy.
So the big man, CC 6'7", 290 pounds, departs, and we'll be back.
ERA 3.47 out for the 27th time. This is the 20th appearance out of the bullpen. He was used as a starter up until they decided that they would make him a premier setup man. He's been the guy that's been charged with getting the ball to Mariano Rivera. He's done a terrific job along with Phil Koch, who was hit hard yesterday. Hughes inherits Beckham at second base. Sox need 3 to tie.
Now the tying runs in the on-deck circle in the person of Jim Thome, but here is Jermaine. 1-4-3, that 2-run homer. Back in the third. With a bullet right over that right field fence.
He was a former #1 draft choice of these Yankees, and his name was mentioned prominently just about in every deal.
And the count 0-2. Made a pretty good pitch on him right there, and JD just fights it off.
Fastball up and away. Jermaine stays alive. It's 96. Inner portion, throws it right by him.
1 out.
When Hughes was a starter, that fastball was 92 occasionally. Talked to Joe Girardi about it. He said that when they moved him into the bullpen as a setup man, he averaged about 3 to 4 miles an hour quicker with his fastball.
Here's Thome. He's 1 for 3, a homer. Opposite field. Backing up the one of Dyes in the third.
His ERA as a reliever this year, under 1 coming into action today.
No, back well on the grass in right field, short right field. And the count 2-0 with Konerko on deck. There he is.
Mariano Rivera, and Girardi is not adverse to 4 or 5 out saves from Rivera.
And there's a strike. 2-1 to count to Thome. 559 home runs. Fastball at 95. He did not go. Full count. Ball 4 base hit right here, 25. Payoff. And that's ball 4. Tying run comes to the plate.
He's got one of the guys on this ball club that can turn around some high heat, regardless of how fast Hughes throws it.
Doesn't make any difference. Swinging the bat decent. He's as good a fastball hitter as there is in this league.
Dave Island making sure that Rivera is ready.
Paulie is 2 for 3, a double and a single. Breaking ball.
That's a hard slider at 88.
Comes at him with a 95-mile-an-hour fastball. Just a little tardy right there. Meanwhile, the count is 0-2 with Carlos Quentin on deck. Outfield deep. They're in a no double set. And high pop up, and that's going to be in the seats. $36,325. Well, the Sox trailing 3-0 after 2, come back with 4 to take the lead in the third. The Yankees with 2 in the fourth, 2 in the fifth.
And Molina out there again. Last time he went out in a situation where he talked to Sabathia, it was a breaking ball. And it was out of the zone.
Hughes is ready. Paulie now will step in, tap that plate. Breaking ball got him.
Paul thought it broke around the plate. But Greg Gibson did. It's actually a hanging slider. Look where Molina wants it. This ball actually backs up. And Molina dragged it over the inside part of the plate. You normally don't get that call, and I think Mariano's coming into this one.
So Hughes will depart. It works 2/3 of an inning, and here comes one of the best at what he does that ever played this game, Mariano Rivera, and we'll be back.
.208 on for the 44th time. He is not allowed a run over his last 17 appearances, and he's only given up 4 hits in his last 16 2/3 innings. But he will face Carlos Quentin representing the tying run, as he inherits runners at first and second and 2 outs here in the bottom of the 8th.
Carlos is 1 for 3 this afternoon. As a 39-year-old veteran, Rivera 6'2", 285 pounds, out of Panama City, Panama. First pitch always big. And that ball is a base hit down the right field line. So here comes Beckham. Tomey into third. And it's a 7-5 ball game.
Carlos caught it off the end of the bat. It's the one pitch that's been the staple of Mariano Rivera his entire career, and that's been the cutter. Carlos drives in his 24th run, his second hit of the day. And a broken bat turns into gold. Now Chris Getz will get his opportunity against Rivera. Got Dwayne Wise at first base. Vince running.
Well, here's Chris Getz. He tripled the leadoff last inning, and Sabathia left him right there at third. That cutter running in, just eating him up.
The left-handers have been trying to get that cutter out of their kitchen for years and years since Mariano came into this league.
The only way you can get it out of there is hit it in that first base dugout.
Or move off the plate, because you're going to get it in there.
And very quickly the count 0-2. Last couple of years, Mariano, if you move off the plate, he's come up with a two-seamer that he'll just turn over. Yeah, you got no chance there. He's something. He has really been something. That's a foul ball. They're talking about who the best is prior to the game. Reliever. There have been so many great ones. Eckersley, of course. Raleigh Fingers. I mean, some really great relievers.
Trevor Hoffman, who has Tom Saber,
got the record. But this guy, because of where he played, the stage he had, situations he was in with playoffs and World Series, he's right there at the top.
Backdoor cutter.
Yep. And that'll do it. We pick up one. We'll go to the ninth. It is 7-5 Yankees. For 4 will lead it off here in the top of the 9th inning, 7-13-0. While the Yankees 5-11-0 for our Sox. In the finale of this 4-game set, Sox got to come up with 2 to tie, 3 to take the lead and sweep New York in this 4-game set.
And Dwayne Wise moves to center field. Sednick moves to left field.
Fouled away. And of course, Dwayne, there it is, the catch. Right above Billy Pierce. What a catch it was. Saves a perfect game for Mark Burley and the no-hitter. Ball hit down to Beckham, sucks it up. And that's out number 1. I still remember when that ball was hit by Gabe Kapler. Where Dwayne was, I didn't think he had a prayer of getting there. My heart just sunk. I was leading off the 9th inning. For all of you out there who missed that perfect game. And all of a sudden he got about halfway to the wall, and I said he might have a chance. Then all of a sudden he put it in another gear, jumped, leaped over the wall, brought it back in. His arm hit the wall. The ball started to come out. He grabbed it with his left hand, hit the ground. What a play. What a play as Cabrera. He's 3 for 4, 3-run homer and an RBI single.
Well, you knew that he wasn't going to have enough time to get to the wall and set up, so it was going to have to be a leap that was going to take him crashing into the wall. And then the one thing you worried about was holding on to the baseball, because if he drops it, it's going to be a base hit.
And the funny thing about it, too, for all of you out there who did not see it, earlier in the season, he separated his shoulder diving for a ball in Detroit. So he, in essence, no way in the world, he knew he was going to hit that wall hard, and he put it all aside.
He did.
Full count to Cabrera. And if you didn't, here it is, going as hard as he can. Now the jump. And that ball is not playable. What a play.
Well, there's no real reason to call for that one, because he was the only man in the universe that could have made the play. He just sprinted and made one of the great catches under the circumstances maybe that ever was.
Well, in my 50 years in this game, that's the greatest. Under those circumstances, that's the greatest catch I've ever seen. Ball hit hard. Over the head of Jermaine. He misread it a little bit. Well, Cabrera now trying for the cycle. Here's the throw. Safe.
And he is hit for the cycle on a misjudged line drive. That's a rare accomplishment.
First triple of the season. Yeah, that was just a low line drive that Jermaine did not pick up.
I think Jermaine thought this one was going to sink to him, and instead this ball just took off over his head. Cabrera crushed a low fastball down.
So Matsui going to hit for Hairston, and they're going to put him on. Hairston today was 2 for 3 with an RBI and a couple of real good plays at third base. So Jerry, since joining the Bombers, 3 for 6 with 2 RBIs. And throwing some leather. Now Posada's going to hit for Molina.
Here's a look at Jorge Posada, switch hitter. He comes in hitting .273. He's been a much better hitter from the right side this year. And he's grounded into 8 double plays, 7 of them as a left-hand hitter, and that's how he'll be facing Linebrick.
Runners at the corners, 1 out in this 7-5 Yankee lead here in the top of the 9th.
Posada's been a good pinch hitter, 3 for 8 with a home run and 4 driven in. Cody Ransom comes on to pinch run.
Yankees are 10 for 43 in pinch hitting with that homer by Posada. Oh, he had him if he had made it quick.
Right. If he'd have done that quickly, he's out at first base.
Benson has got a good lead. He's going to try to break it up if he gets the opportunity. Pitch outside. Goes through that one, does Posada. And the count 1-1. A ball is striking out here in the top of the 9th. 7-14-0 for New York, 5-11-0 for our Sox. And that's fouled. Now it's going to be over our dugout. Souvenir left side. Linebrick in command of the count at 1-2. Kelleher, the coach at first, telling him to get back. Coach at third. Bob Thompson. One-two pitch. He gone. Third strikeout for Linebrick. 2 down, and that'll bring up the dangerous Derek Jeter.
Fastball tailing away from Posada. And it's out of the zone, but he gets him.
Jeter is 1 for 5 today. Just tuning in, Yankees 3 in the second, took the lead. Sox came right back in the third with 4. Yankees added 2 in the fourth, 2 in the fifth. Sox 1 in the 8th. Outfield to the right. And that pitch inside. .316 lifetime hitter in New York as the count goes to 2-0. Now check it up. At 316 lifetime averages, 5th all time for the Yankees. Babe Ruth leads with a 349. Lou Gehrig 340. Earl Combs 325, the same as Joe DiMaggio. And there's the strike. 2-2. Hanson, another good lead. And that pitch fouled back.
Jeter doesn't strike out very much. This year, just 53 strikeouts in 414 at-bats.
There goes the runner. And there's a base hit. Well, Ransom on his way to third. He will get there, and it's an 8-5 ball game. Another clutch base hit by the Yankee captain, Derek Jeter.
That's going to be it for Scott Linebrink. As Jeter drives in his 44th run on a fastball, inner portion, he brings the hands in and just drives it through that very familiar hole on the left side. Yankees have used that all day long.
Ozzy's out. Linebrink is gone. And we'll be back.
Fans will receive a poster featuring current and former Dominican White Sox players presented by Apple Vacations and Dominican Republic Department of Tourism. For tickets, call 866-SOX-GAME or visit whitesox.com. Johnny Nunez comes in, runners at the corners. This is his major league debut. Those numbers are with Birmingham at Double-A, and they're very impressive.
And Johnny Damon, the hitter, out in front. Hooks it foul. He is out of the Dominican Republic. 23 years old, 6'3", 185 pounds.
Came over in the Swisher deal.
And that's up high. 8-15-0 for them, 5-11-0 for us. Schedule hitters for us in the bottom of the ninth: Nix, Castro, and Pasednik. face Mariano Rivera. And that's out of play. It's up into the LG Skyline Club seats. Damon 1 for 5, had that RBI single back in the 4th inning. Hands him at third. Jeter at first. Jeter with a decent lead. Close pitch, didn't get it. 2-2. And a full count. Mark Teixeira on deck.
You would just as soon end it here with Johnny Damon rather than face the next guy.
And the payoff pitch. Nix got it. Guns over. Just in time. And that'll retire the side. They come up with 1. We'll go to the bottom of the 9th. We need 3 to tie. Jason Nix will lead it off. He'll be followed by Pierzynski and then Posednik.
Cody Ransom takes over at third base. He came on to pinch run. And Jorge Posada stays in the game behind the plate. He came on to pinch hit.
So an 8-5 New York lead. They try to get on the board against our Sox in this 4-game set. Jason is 0 for 3. He's popped up to right, popped up to center, and struck out. Takes first pitch strike. Top of the 9th in Minnesota. Angels leading the Twins 13-4.
Like their chances. And the count 0-2. If you're waiting for a walk from Mariano, you got a long wait.
Jason has got a chance to be a good hitter, but he's not good enough right now to spot these guys to strike every time he goes up there.
Mariano has 5 walks in almost 45 innings of work.
That's up high. Yeah, when you're young and experienced, and you're going to spot major league pitchers to strike, and you only have 2 to work with, that's not going to work. Later on, fine. After you get some experience. Close, didn't get it. Tight strike zone for both sides. Gibson has been consistent today.
Posada just came in the game, and I'm sure he said something to Gibson because you could see Gibson leaning over and saying something to Posada.
2-2. Cleveland beat Detroit 11-1 at Progressive Field this afternoon.
Carl Pavano having a pretty decent year for a team that's really struggled. He's one of the few guys they didn't trade.
And a full count. Ball 4 base hit right here. Broken bat. And a big out, the first out. I don't know of a pitcher in the American League in this time since he's been here that works with a wider plate than Mariano Rivera.
Well, they did a study on his pitch selection, and at one point it was 98% cutters. That's just what he did. You know it's coming, because that's what he throws. And he pretty much says, here, you hit it, it's going to be moving, and I'll occasionally throw it on the outside corner just when you're looking for it inside if you're a left-hand hitter.
There's A.J. Well, left-handed hitters, for the most part, have had no chance against him in his career. He's just eating them alive. And the count 2-0. A.J. hitting at .315 to go along with those 11 homers and 31 knocked in.
A.J.'s having a great year.
Outfield. Almost straight up. They're spread out about equidistant. And the count's 3-0. And that's ball 4. Very un-Rivera-like.
You're not going to see fourth-grade bad ones too often. I don't think A.J. can believe it because you got a pitcher who hardly ever walks anybody and a hitter who's walked for the 14th time in 327 at-bats.
Yeah, you got to be.
That's a rare combination.
You got to be unlucky to walk A.J.
Yeah.
So here is Pods. He's 1 for 4, had a double and a run scored back in the third. First pitch strike. Top of the ninth in Baltimore, 18-10, Boston leading. They're going to have to hurry. No chance. So 2 out, and that'll bring up Beckham. Gordon is 3 for 4, 2 doubles, an RBI, and 2 runs scored. He has 17 doubles already.
Well, I think year in and year out, he's going to be 40-plus doubles because his natural stroke is a line drive stroke, and he does it alley to alley.
He's had 6 doubles in this series. First pitch strike. Wise just ambles down into second base. Indifference. No stolen base if you're scoring along with us. Take the force out. Ball hit hard, but Teixeira takes it up, and this ball game is over. So the Sox trying to sweep the Yankees for the first time in Chicago in a 4-game set in 45 years. The last time they did it was at Old Comiskey Park.